looks like you got a very similar game set up here. TV looks new though. Is there anything new here? Oh yes. Take a look over there. Over where? You're not really pointing, you're just staring at me. Oh yeah, right. How about you just turn to your left? No, your other left. What? Super Nintendo? Hello? Younger self? Hello? Wake up! I'm up. What was it? Why did I faint? I said, in the future, you get Super Nintendo. Is your jaw hurting or something? No, it's just, I've always been looking forward to playing Super Nintendo. Then, why don't you take a look at the games we got? Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, well, what do you know? They just came right to me. Well, we had to save on time. Plus our special effects department is kind of lazy. Hey! Sorry. Sorry, special effects department. Let's just keep going. So, anyway, why don't you take a look at all these games? Sure. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that started out on Super Nintendo? I didn't know that. Hey, that one's red. Interesting. Don't think I've heard of too many of these, but something tells me most of these are the greats. Oh, you're definitely right about that. You didn't buy any bad games for the Super Nintendo. That's quite a relief then. So I've noticed that I have a lot of Super Nintendo games, and in recent years I've been gathering a lot of Nintendo games. But how is the Wii collection doing? I think you just better take a look at that for yourself. So, anyways, you say that all the Wii games and GameCube games I have are in this drawer? Yeah, pretty much. There's a few that are outside the drawer, but you get a pretty good idea as to how many you have. So, how are we gonna open it? Why don't you ask the special effects team? Hey, special effects team, why don't you... No! But, we really need to... No! Alright, fine. I'll do it myself. Oh, okay, just back it up. I'll take care of it. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry I was bad-mouthing your special effects before. You were doing really good. Okay, enough. Let me just open the drawer, okay? Eesh, touchy. What did you say? Nothing. That's what I thought. Okay. Let's see now, what do we got? Those two are here before, so those two. Ah, these two are new, different Bond games, I like that. Oh, wow! I finally got Wind Waker. Yeah, you'd be surprised, but apparently that one's going for a lot. Oh. So, how was I able to buy it? Oh, there was a great deal going on that day. Okay. Well, let's see what else there is. Sonic Heroes. I thought they only made that for PlayStation 2. Look at that SpongeBob game. I like that. Let's see what we got. GoldenEye Wii. They finally did it. Don't get your hopes up too much. It's a lot like Call of Duty. What's Call of Duty? Oh, you'll find out. Something tells me I'm not going to like Call of Duty / this game. No, you will. You'll just play it and you'll see what I mean. Okay. On to the next one. Let's see. Wii Sports Resort. I guess they couldn't come up with a more clever name. We fit... I guess I'll find out what that is in time, but for now I really don't care. Mario Kart Wii? Super Mario Galaxy? Oh yeah, I remember that one. Oh! There's a lot of Lego games here. What's this? Strategy guide? Let's get that out of the way. Whoa! Man, that is a lot of Lego games. Well, you had a lot of fun with Lego Star Wars. All the other ones are just as good, aren't they? I'll find out in the future. You should know how good these are. I mean, you own them. And they've been out for quite a while now, haven't they? Yeah. As you find out in the future, you're gonna start liking more of the older stuff than this newer stuff. Interesting. Let's warp back down to the basement then. So, I take more of a liking to the older stuff, you say? Oh, yes indeed. Not only does it become plentiful, but it's also a lot cheaper than the new stuff. Interesting. I'm looking forward to this, actually. Yeah, and besides, don't you remember why you got the Wii in the first place? Let me think. How do you not remember why you got the Wii? Remember? The NES was the only thing that was left, and you decided to buy a whole bunch of games. 20 games for 20 bucks. And you started really liking the stuff. Who are you? Oh, don't you remember? I'm you from about a few years before you were around. It is so confusing. Anyway, continue. You said something about original Nintendo games? Oh, yeah, it was a great deal you found on eBay. It was back in, like, 2005, 2006. I really forget what year it was, but I do remember that very well. It was 20 games for 20 bucks, and you were just loving them. Oh, yeah, now I'm starting to remember now. One of the reasons I got the Wii is because I thought it was one of those, help me out. Do you know what in the world I'm trying to say here? Oh, of course. You're trying to think it was a multi-system. Multi-system? Yes. You thought it was essentially just multiple game system. One slot for cartridge games and another for disc games, and it would be all the Nintendo systems there were. Oh, yeah. The only problem is it was kind of disappointing to see that you would have to download them separately rather than just plug in the cartridge you already have. Whatever. You'll find out in the future that the games became a lot cheaper than it is to download them. Whoa, even better. Well, I think that's my job gone. See ya. Will we see ya? Oh, of course. You'll be seeing me 2 times later in the future. This time travel stuff is starting to get complicated. See you later, I guess? Yeah, you're correct. You'll see me later. Okay. Bye. Well, on that subject of the original Nintendo Entertainment System, I know I started with about 20 games. How much bigger has the collection gotten since then? Oh, it has gotten pretty big. Here, let's have the special effects guy bring him forward to you. Is that an insult? No. Okay. I'll bring him over. Good. Jerk. What did you say? Nothing. That's what I thought. I thought you said the collection was big. Only seeing 10 games here. I thought you said we had more than 20. Oh, definitely. We had a lot more than 20. This is just for comparison. Okay, so this is half of what we had before. Where's the other half plus the rest? Oh, it'll be coming. It'll be coming. Okay, so that's 23. So far, I'm a little impressed, but not entirely. Oh, there's more. There's still a lot more. Whoa. Well, this must be a pretty rare find, wouldn't you say? Perhaps a little. But these were actually not too hard to find on their own. So what's on the inside? Oh, I see. So there's a sleeve here, which slides into the box. And what's this right here? Instructions? Very interesting. That probably makes the games a little easier to play now that you actually know what all the stuff actually means. Oh yeah, it does. But some of the manuals are quite hard to find, actually. harder to find than the boxes, or, No. The boxes are by far the hardest thing to find. But the manuals are the second hardest thing to find. Ah, okay. So, is there more then? Well, he asked for it. Looks like the box I used to store the original 20 in. So you said there were 23... No, actually, 25 already. So, how many are in this box, then? Oh, you'll find out. Why don't you just open it? Alright, then. Open sesame. Whoa! That's quite a few games there. What's this one? The original Final Fantasy. I've heard there are quite a few of those games, aren't there? Oh, yes. And this is the very first. And, oh, there was a second Legend of Zelda game? And I have the first one! Whoa! So this collection, this must, cost quite a lot of money, didn't it? A little bit. Some were acquisitions. Some people might not have had an NES anymore, and they knew I had one, so they gave them to me. Oh, well that's interesting. So, are they worth anything? Oh, yes indeed. Here's one I have for an example right here. The Guardian Legend. Didn't we get that with the original 20? I've been kind of flipping on and off with this one for quite a while, but only now have you decided to actually keep it. Ah, okay. I find it interesting that it's $2.99 instead of the $1 that we paid before. Well, if you think that's crazy, this game goes for about 20 bucks now. What? Are you kidding me? Nope, not at all. You'd be surprised, but in the year I live in, this stuff becomes really expensive and a lot of people want it. Well, sounds like there's quite a lot of competition. Oh, not entirely. Luckily, you started to buy some of these games as they were still cheap. There is one other fun thing I want to tell you about. You know how you stick to the old school in the future? Oh, yeah, definitely. I understand that now. And I can see why. Well, of course you do. You're me. Oh, yeah. But, what were you gonna say? You go pretty far back. In fact, one of your more recent acquisitions is Atari. Atari? Yeah, that definitely says Atari. Wow, this thing's gotta be old. This spanned from about the late 70s into the early 1980s. Whoa. It's kind of amazing that it still works. Oh yeah, in fact, the one you have here, you actually had the fix with aluminum foil and scotch tape. Well, that sounds like an interesting story to tell people, but how did I do it? Now's not the time. You'll figure out how to do that in the future. Oh, okay. Very interesting nonetheless. There's no on-off switch, though. Well, let's just say you got this and a whole bunch of games for about 30 bucks. 30 bucks? That's pretty cheap, I would say. Here are the games that I currently own for the Atari. Yeah, I think I've heard of some of these. E.T. on Atari. That's pretty interesting. Don't think I've ever heard of that one. Oh, you will. Believe me. You will. Just one last thing I want to ask myself. I noticed that there are two really old TVs here. You got this one here, and this one here. That one doesn't really look as old, but I think you get what I mean. Let me guess. The reason you got these is because it reminded you of that old computer monitor you used to dual screen with? Actually, I never thought about it that way. Well, you see, the main reason I chose these TVs is because they have no color. It's all black and white. Wow. I am really weird in the future. Hey, I heard that. Believe me, it'll become more clear in time as to why you like going for the black and white thing. Okay. So do you have the ability to dual screen with these things, or triple screen, or does it only really work on one? I really don't know. Well, he asked for it. Why do you keep talking to the cameraman whenever you do that? It's for dramatic effect. Okay. So, you're gonna show me? Yeah, sure. Just keep looking over there. Is your jaw broken again? No. You mean to tell me that not only do I like the black and white stuff, but I have the ability to put this onto 3 different screens at once? Oh yeah, you become pretty interestingly technically inclined in the future. What do you mean by interestingly? Well, let's just say these TVs are so old, they have a hookup that not too many people have used, or at least by my timeline, in about 40 years. Wow. I see what you mean by interesting. So I definitely see that times have changed for sure, but why are you recording this? I'm not really sure if anyone you know still watches this series anymore. Well, actually, there's quite a few people that actually can see this right now. What do you mean by that? In the future, you have a YouTube account, and you pump out a lot of videos. What? I have a YouTube account in the future as well? Wow, I must be really special. I thought only really certain type of people could go to YouTube. Only like really rich or famous or anything like that. Sure, let's go with that. What do you mean by sure? Yeah, whatever. Well, if anything, it's been nice talking to you. Well, see you in the future. You mean the past, right? Try not to make this complicated. Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you in the future then. Yep, see you then. Well, I kind of hope that answers the question. What do you think it would be like if you were to meet your younger self? Well, until the next video, keep having fun. Yeah.